Ever read something that just hits you, like, right between the eyes?
Oh, yeah, totally. Like, you have to put the book down, you have to think about it.
Exactly. That's what happened when I stumbled on this rule, Rule 27 to be precise, from the book 40 Rules of Love. Talk about a head scratcher.
Intriguing. What's Rule 27 all about?
It's about, get this, the power of words, like the words we speak and the thoughts we, well, think, and how it all comes back to us.
Okay, I'm intrigued. I mean, the idea that our words and thoughts have some kind of impact, that's not exactly new. Lots of spiritual traditions talk about that, right?
Right. But this rule frames it in a way that just, I don't know, it clicked for me. It's like a universal law of attraction thing, but it's deeper than just think positive and good things happen. It's more about, how do I put this? It's like our inner world shaping our outer experience.
You're right, it's more nuanced than that. It's about the energy we cultivate within ourselves directly influencing our perceptions. It's like this. Imagine shouting into a canyon. What
The
happens?
echo comes back to you, obviously.
Exactly. And that's what this rule is saying about our thoughts and words. They have that same echoing effect inside us. So every time we think something negative, even if it's just in our heads or we gossip about someone, we're essentially sending out that negative energy. And then guess what?
We become the echo. We're hit by the reverberation.
Precisely. We end up absorbing that same negativity. We become both the shouter and the canyon walls.
Whoa. So even if we think we're just venting, getting something off our chests, it's still seeping into us, becoming part of our own internal landscape.
Exactly. It's not just about what we put out into the world, it's about what we're feeding ourselves internally. And that's where this rule gets really interesting. It doesn't just stop at saying, okay, avoid negativity. It takes it a step further. It challenges us to actively cultivate positivity.
Okay, how do we do that? Because sometimes, let's be honest, positivity feels like a hard sell. Life throws curveballs.
I hear you, and the book acknowledges that, but it offers this radical idea, a 40-day experiment of sorts. It says, for the next 40 days, choose one person in your life, someone you have a hard time with, maybe someone who really pushes your buttons.
Someone you secretly dislike.
Well, let's just say someone you struggle to see positively. This could be anyone, right? A coworker, a family member.
Ooh, I know exactly who I'd pick. Keep going.
So you pick your person, and for 40 days straight, you commit to thinking and speaking only positive thoughts about them.
40 days. Wow, that's a serious commitment. What's so special about 40 days?
It sounds like a random number, right? But apparently there's this whole thing about 40 days being this threshold for change across different traditions and practices. Like it takes 40 days to break a habit, 40 days to form a new one.
Interesting. So is this about forcing ourselves to, like, this person we picked, even if every fiber of our being is like, nope?
Not necessarily. That's not the goal. It's more about shifting our internal landscape. It's not about magically changing the other person. It's about you undergoing a transformation.
By simply thinking good thoughts about them for 40 days.
Well, simply might be underselling it, but yeah. The book argues that by consistently choosing positive thoughts and words, even if we're faking it at first, something starts to shift within us.
Like we rewire our brains.
Exactly. Our brains have this incredible capacity for change. And what this rule suggests is that by consistently choosing positivity, we're essentially creating new neural pathways, making it easier to default to those positive feelings over time, like building a mental muscle.
So even if we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond to it, how we choose to think and feel about those events. And that's the key.
That's the powerful takeaway here. We have more agency than we realize in shaping our own reality, not in some magical wish fulfillment way, but in the way we choose to engage with the world around us and, most importantly, the world within us.
It really makes you think, what if we all tried this 40-day experiment? What kind of ripple effects could that create? Something to ponder.